Okay, hello dear friends, good evening. Such a beautiful, beautiful evening. Look at this eyes, rice. Look at this rice. This is sweet, round rice. So you can see I am using sweet rice. And I want to make the rice pudding. So I put 1 cup of rice. This one is already washed, and I will put everything in. And you put 1 cup of rice, around half. You put 1 cup of rice, and around half cup of water, because you want it to be condensed and with less water possible, the least water possible. And the water can get the rice cooked through better because it's clean. Water is clean without oat milk, soya milk, anything. It's relatively clean. The temperature can be higher. Cover it up and cook it. This will take us around 5 to 10 minutes, and we will use this time to talk. And I do not use the slowest fire. I will use medium-high fire to bring it to a boil. And let's say medium fire. And one friend asked me, what rice do I use? Every rice can make rice pudding. And there is this Italian round rice. There is this Spanish round rice. They are good. They make the flavor that particular flavor. And this one is Japanese round rice, or in north of China we have this kind of round rice. They take longer time to grow, and something like 1 year they have one harvest. And this rice has much more stuff in it, much more energy in it, and the starch coming out is much more gluey. So with this kind of rice, you will put more liquid to be with it, and it comes with a relatively dense texture. And the jasmine rice, yesterday I made it with jasmine rice, and the red jasmine rice is relatively less energy. It's easier to digest. It's one of the easiest rice to digest, because every year it has 2 or even 3 harvests. So it gets less energy from the nature, less time from the nature. So it's very much easier to be digested, and there is less energy in it. Do I make any sense? There is no scientific, I do not know if there is any scientific proof for it. It's just my normal, natural knowledge. It takes less time, less energy. Of course, it has less time and less energy, right? So this one comes out quite sweet, not sweet, quite fragrant, quite, how do we say it? You feel light, you feel delight. And this kind of round rice is relatively more, you feel more solid, more dense. That's the difference. Everything can make into sticky rice pudding. And this one I use glutinous, or how do I say it? This one I use sticky rice, sweet rice, so it will become very, very, very sweet, very sticky. So now I put the fire slow, just to make sure it is not burnt the bottom. Later on, when we know that it is completely boiled through and the surface temperature all reach to 100 degree, we can put in milk, or we can put in soya milk, we can put in oat milk, anything of your choice. The base is cooked rice. You can get your cooked rice in restaurants. You can get your cooked rice in the market takeaway. They are all good enough for making rice pudding. The important thing is later on how much milk, how much cream, how much sugar, how much cinnamon, how much nutmeg, or any other spice you put in. Do I make any sense? Okay, my milk is boiling. I am making yogurt here. And this one I want to make almost sticky to the bottom. So I will make one pot with normal milk and another pot with oat milk. Okay, let me stop this fire, almost stop, and I will take some out. Let me do this. I will use half of it to make with around half of it with oat milk. And this one I am not making yogurt. This one is milk with cream. I am making this. Why not, right? And the milk is already boiling. That is just perfect. Why didn't I think about it earlier? Make sure it is not sticky to the bottom. And if it does stick to the bottom, scrape it. Perfect. And one of the things is that you slowly put the rice in, put the milk in. Actually, it doesn't hurt if you put the milk in completely at one time. It is kind of a superstition, don't you think so? Milk is milk. What do you think about? Don't make it too complicated. This is one of the easiest things. And another thing about it is that in China, at least in my culture, in my place, we do not eat rice pudding. And the other day I checked about the history of rice pudding. Rice pudding in China, it is one of the most humble and easy and simple thing. why do we need to make such a big deal to make it into a sweet thing, right? So we do not make rice pudding. Maybe in some other province they do make, but in the place where I am from, Beijing, and the north of China, Hebei, we do not eat rice pudding. And rice, when it's first discovered by the Europeans, by the French, by the English, about 500 years ago, or even 1,000 years ago, by the Marco Polo, the old, not conquistador, the discovery. Through the discoveries, they found rice. At that time, in France, at least, there is no rice. So they got rice, and they found it's such a fancy thing. It's such a unique thing, which they do not find at home. So they make with milk, with sugar, to make it something dessert, to make it a delicate. So that's the beginning of rice pudding. Do I make any sense? Okay. You see, now it looks like there is so much milk and not much rice. Wait until half an hour later, the rice will expand so much. Okay, I will keep this milk into a small container. Let me clean up the pot. Okay, so this time I am going to make two things, and this one is with milk, and this one is going to be with oat milk. In my family, there are people who does not eat milk, so I want to take care of everyone. And do not put sugar. Even if you put in milk already, do not put sugar. Do not put other things. I will use oat milk. Here is my oat milk. It's in the bag. So this one we are cooking slower, and this one we will use oat milk. Bring it to a boil. Oh, this happens. This happens. I always let that happen. So, as one thing you need to care about is that do not cover it up. I will change fire and at the same time clean this one. Isn't it good that you see me making trouble, right? Trouble in life is a gift. Our trouble in life are our gifts. It makes us living life with more attention, with more carefulness. Makes our life that if we can get through, not everything in life, eventually we can get through. A lot of time we cannot get through it. The thing that we cannot get through are the real problem. The thing we can get through are the gifts. I hope today I have a gift instead of just a trouble. I have so much trouble today. I hope I am doing okay. I got into trouble today. I will not tell you. My life is interesting because I get into trouble all the time. A lot of time. So far, I am still alive. It means those are the gifts. Those troubles are my gifts. It means that I have chance to get it over. If I cannot, if I live a life another way, if one day you will see my life totally changed, that might be that I didn't get over, I didn't get through my trouble. Maybe that I have too much trouble that I deserve not to recover my life. And there is no way for my redemption. Who knows? You must be thinking I'm doing the wrong thing if I will be hurt. I will not be hurt. I will not be burnt. I think I trust in our natural intuition. If it is hot, we can sense it. It will not burn us to death. Okay, so that is it. Now I can start to put in some spice. I will put in cinnamon on both of them. Cinnamon here, cinnamon here, and vanilla extract. This one we use the red one. See, it becomes much more condensed. You can use real vanilla or vanilla extract. Now I will put in vanilla extract. It's hot. And still too early to put in sugar. Okay, bring it to a boil, and then we can put the fire slow. It's a labor of love. It takes time. Are you tired of watching it? I hope I can have enough things to say while we are cooking it. Otherwise, there is really not very much to talk about. It's about it's about the fire, right? Not very much we need to do. We can do. Let it cook. Let it cook. Let it simmer. And now I will look for my nutmeg. Nutmeg. My husband has found. Oh yeah, I found the nutmeg. So this is a nutmeg, and we drilled a hole. So I will continue with this hole. I do not actually smell too much. It does feel there is a delicate flavor. So for this milk one, I will put in some cream. And for the oat milk one, I do not have cream. I will just keep on and let it reduce. We do want to have some heat, so I will cover it up a little bit. And this one is definitely a little bit too thick still. Can you see it? So it becomes so thick. Now we can put more milk. Turn the fire stronger and put in our milk. More milk. So what is the quantity of milk and rice? For sticky rice, 1 part of rice, you can go up to 4 or 5 parts of milk, or even more. You get the feeling, you get the idea, right? There is not, you do not want to eat so much rice at the end of the day. You want to eat a balanced rice and milk and cream. Great, we are finishing the cream. Oh my gosh, we must have put 6, 8, 10 times of the rice. You always want the temperature up to boiling. Then you put slow fire. Don't you? With oat milk. That's strange. The oat milk becomes so dark. You can put chocolate, you can put other flavors as your choice. And it needs to settle a little bit before you eat it. So if you have a family meal and if you have a party, make sure you have enough time for it to rest. The 20 minutes later, let's take a look. And this one is good. You see, I have put the whole pot of milk into it. Okay, I turn the fire slower. I am about to bottle it. And this is the time to put in sugar. And also, I found in my home, we have some cinnamon stick. so you can put the cinnamon stick in also. And now you can take it out. Now I will turn the fire slow. Now I will put in sugar, and this will need 1 cup of sugar at least, otherwise it will not be delicious. I can put even more milk actually. So we will put in 1 cup of milk. And this sugar is my, yeah, you can see this is my butterfree sugar. So there is a little bit of more flavor in it than just the pure sugar. I do not want the fruit piece in it. You can get out. Okay, that is the sugar we need to put in. A lot of sugar. So this is very much a dessert, and when you eat it, you can dilute it. This is very, very condensed, so it is actually more tasty to dilute it. When you eat it, put this in a pot and put some sugar to boil it. It's much more delicious that way. Okay, let's take a look at our oat milk one. That does not look as pleasant as the other one. What is going on? Let me turn off the fire and we will take care of this first. We will bottle it first and make it as hot as possible, as boiling as possible. Oh, sorry, this one. I turn the fire a little bit stronger so that it is hot. So there is more heat, energy in it. When you seal it, it's much easier. Do I make any sense? Okay, it is boiling. Does not look that good, right? It's okay. I will use my big brush. We will bottle it and stop the fire here. You can get out of the way. Oh, too much. Oh, almost too much. nothing for myself. I mean, nothing for me to show you. One bottle. Have a last look. This is it. It looks good. 3 bottles. Now you can take a look at this. See, it is very, very, very. It's a little bit too delicious for me. More oat milk and see how it goes. And then time to put in sugar. Not too much sugar. Why is there no sticky bottom? This is so strange. This is so strange. I love this so very much. Okay, if there is something I want to learn, I will put less sugar. That's it. Look at it. I am sorry for you. Please excuse me. This one we have not yet put in any sugar. Now it's time to put in sugar. I will learn the lesson should be sufficient. If not, they will put in the sugar they want. Not my job. See, pour in. Okay, before it is called an end to it, taste it. It's very, very, very hot because of the glue in it, the starch in it. It is very difficult to let the heat come out. What do I say? It's interesting. Very strong cinnamon flavor. Perfect, completely. One part of it. Oh my goodness. How good I am. How can I be so good? How can I not love myself? I am in trouble. I am falling in love with myself. That is it. Bon appetito. Oat milk, milk and cream. Bye bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do 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 do. Cuckoo. Bye bye.